Mr. Fitness. Salute, Akhi. Oscar will probably have the balls to fight Charlo before Canelo does. Hey, I could agree with you on that. One thing about Oscar de la Hoya throughout his pro career, when he was fighting, he always fought the best. Like, it don't matter if he lost or won, because obviously every time he stepped up, he pretty much lost. But nevertheless, Oscar de la Hoya fought the best. He fought the likes of Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Trinidad, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So that's something Canelo Alvarez haven't been doing. He obviously been silver spoon. That triggered a lot of people the wrong way when I said it, when I was comparing Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez's career. What I meant pretty much was their boxing career. I wasn't talking about how they came up. I wasn't talking about Canelo personal life, because I don't know his personal life. I don't know how he grew up. Obviously, if he got out of the mud to be here, it is what it is. But I'm talking about his boxing career, who he fought for a first world title. Ricky Hatton brother for a title at 154 when Ricky Hatton was fighting at 147. He fought for a vacant belt. He dragged Ricky Hatton brother, his Akhi, from 147 to 154. You know what I mean? So that's something that Errol Spence didn't do. Errol Spence had to go to the UK and fight Kell Brook in front of 30,000 fans. You know what I mean? He had to get out of the mud. They were throwing chocolate brownies at him. And Kell Brook was one of the best welterweights at the time when Errol Spence beat him, if not the best. You know what I mean? So their career, one fighter had to get out of the mud. Canelo Alvarez was silver spoon simply because his first title fight, like I said again, was for a vacant title against a 147-pounder at 154. Now, what sense does that make? But obviously, these decafs don't want to hear the truth. But the truth hurts at the end of the day if you're not willing to accept it. But I agree with you 100%, Akhi.
Assalamu alaikum.
How you doing, Akhi? Who this is and where you calling from?
This is Deep, man. I'm calling from California, bro. Listen here, man.
Talk to me.
We're talking about listen, brother. We're talking about Canelo, right? So Canelo still has like 7-8 fights left on that contract. So why are we still debating if he's going to fight the top guys or not? We don't even know yet. Just because he hasn't fought him yet doesn't mean he's not going to fight him. Am I right?
It's been 5 years, bro. It's been 5 years. How long you want to wait? You want to be a grandpa? You want to be a grandpa before you see Canelo fight somebody? We want to see the fights now.
Bro.
You asked a simple question, bro. You asked a simple question.
Akhi, I'm with you 100%. I understand that, but we still had to wait 5-6 years for Floyd to fight Pacquiao, right?
Because
we
Pacquiao
still had to wait for it.
He turned down VADA testing.
I understand that. Listen, I'm not debating that. I'm not
so that's what I'm
that.
saying. Pacquiao is ducking. So Canelo is ducking Charlo and Andrade. We calling a spade a spade. He ain't fought him.
Okay.
It's been 6 years, bro. It's been 6 years. The man haven't even negotiated with him. Floyd Mayweather negotiated with Pacquiao 3 times before the fight got made. In 5 years span, they fought each other. Nevertheless, Canelo, it's been 5 years. He haven't negotiated with Andrade, who fight on his own network, and he gave Charlo his strap. You know what I mean? The man that told him, I will fight you in Mexico City. You don't got the cojones to fight me. He told him, I'm more Mexican than you. And you going to tell me you trying to justify Canelo ducking? Now what sense does that make?
Listen, come on, bro. Hey, listen, I'm with you 100%. But what I'm saying is, listen, with all the top fights, because I read the comments and I'm seeing a lot of people saying this person not fighting this person, this person not fighting that person. Bro, you know the boxing game just like I know it. Bro, these fights are going to happen. If Canelo does not take those fights before that career is over, yo, we can't even talk about Canelo at all. His career is trash.
His career is a failure, right? His career is a failure.
100%. His career will be a failure.
Okay, if you're on the same page as me, then I'm just saying he won't fight Andrade. He his own boss, right? He fought Lara because remember when Oscar didn't want Canelo to fight Lara, you know, it was Canelo who made that fight happen, right? He his own boss. So why fight Rocky Fielding? Why fight Kovalev when he looked like crap against Anthony Yard, right? Nevertheless, my point is, you know, you didn't give the man to recover. You fought him in a 2-month span when you could have fought Charlo. You could have fought Andrade and so many different fighters. You know, Benavidez calling him out. He said Benavidez is Mexican. I don't want to fight my people. But he fought Angulo. He fought Lopez, a 140-pounder that moved up to 154. So you see what I'm saying?
Right.
How you say when it's a tough fight, you got an excuse. Canelo always got an excuse. If it's Benavidez, he say, oh, well, he Mexican. It's my people. But you fought Mexicans before, bro. So that's not an excuse. You know, like I said, he just keep making excuses. That's why his career, his stardom is dying. You know what I mean? Like you tell me you prefer to see the Rocky Fielding fight than a Charlo or an Andrade?
Hey, bro, check this out. I ain't even watched the Rocky Fielding fight. You wonder why? I ain't know who the hell Rocky Fielding was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
My
so
point, exactly.
So I ain't even wasting my time watching it. But I'm just a firm believer, man. Just because I've been in that ring, I'm just a firm believer that I don't ever want to say fighters be ducking people and all that, because once we say that, then the question comes up, oh, well, Floyd ducked this one, or so-and-so ducked that one, or so. No. These fights are going to happen. But if Charlo does not make, if Canelo does not make that fight, it's completely over. Yeah. We cannot talk about Canelo ever again. I don't want to hear Mexicans saying nothing about Canelo being the best coming out of Mexico. No, he's not.
Oh,
no, he's
man,
not.
Hell no. You ain't disrespecting the Barreras, the Morales, the Marquez.
Hell no.
Right. But let me say this, though, because you said, you know, if you don't believe fighters duck fights. Let me make one thing clear. I don't think Canelo is afraid, like he's shaking in his boots, afraid of Charlo. However, he's afraid of losing. See, fighters are not afraid of fighting, but they are afraid of losing. You know, now you can see, for example, Keith Thurman. He said he cool with being second best. He was making all type of excuses not to fight Errol Spence. As soon as he lost his O and coming off a loss to Manny Pacquiao, a 40-year-old, now he feel like he got nothing to lose. Now he calling out Errol Spence because that fear factor of losing went out of the window, right? Now, for example, Floyd Mayweather fought the best. People just keep saying he can fight. Floyd Mayweather, every time people say fight this guy, he fought them. He fought the best. And when you compare him to Canelo, like Floyd Mayweather moved up weight classes, cleaned out every single division from 130 to 135 to 140 to 147 to 154, right? Pretty much, right?
That's right.
Canelo, he never fought not even one single fighter that's the best at his division. Every single time, 154, he avoided Andrade and Charlo. 160, he still avoided Andrade and Charlo. 168, he fought damn Rocky Fielding and avoided Benavidez, Caleb Plant, and many more, right? And 160, and 175, he picked the weakest link and fought a beat up 1 foot out of the door, Kovalev. You get what I'm saying? But with that being said, exactly. I don't got much of a time span, so go ahead, drop your last couple comments, and you know what I mean? Let me pick up the last call of the day, all right?
Hey, bro, man. Not for nothing. Assalamu alaikum, brother. I appreciate you for doing your thing, man. Allah is one, man. I much love to you and the Muslims, brother.
I appreciate it, fam. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, peace. My man, he reasonable. I thought it was a troll or a decaf calling through. You know what I'm saying? You know, I keep looking for smoke, so, you know, don't mind me. However, you must announce yourself that you want to talk boxing, not debate, bro.
I'm call because I seen certain shit written up in the chat, and I just want to get people about their feelings, man, and get into some facts real quick. And I ain't going to be long. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
We're going to fanism. So I see the dude talking about all the reasons why Canelo shouldn't have fought Charlo, shouldn't fight Andrade, they don't deserve it, and all this and that. Then I seen the same dude, I think his name is Superb or some shit like that, same dude talking about, oh, Errol Spence fought a damaged version of Kell Brook. So for that dude saying that, I'm going to just ask you, if Errol fought a damaged version of Kell Brook, what version of Amir Khan did Canelo Alvarez fight? What version of Sergey Kovalev? What version of Sergey Kovalev did Canelo Alvarez fight? If Errol fought a damaged Kell Brook. And then let's get to some real quick facts. I'm saying that I'm not saying Canelo can't fight. The dude can fight. But every time you've seen him in the ring with his top competition, and we could go down the line of Floyd, Lara, Golovkin, Austin Trout, even Amir Khan, in all them fights, Canelo was going tooth and nail. Amir Khan was putting hands all over that man until he got knocked out, because we all know he got the glass jaw. But the point is, when Canelo was fighting Floyd, he got dominated. When he fought Golovkin, it was debatable. When he fought Lara, he lost, in my opinion. But either way, it was debatable. When he fought Trout, it was debatable. So for you dudes acting like Canelo is the greatest fighter of this time, he's never dominated any of his top competition.
Right.
So now let's get to the Charlo thing. Y'all saying Charlo don't deserve to fight, and he wasn't fighting nobody. The same guy that was saying that. So when Charlo was fighting, what his name, Quintana or whatever the hell his name was, trying to get to the mandatory position to fight the WBC champion, who happened to be Canelo, Charlo fought the fights he had to fight. He beat one guy. Canelo ain't want to fight him, so they gave him another eliminator. He beat that guy. Canelo still ain't want to fight him. Now, all this time, remember, they're the same age. Charlo, Jamel and Jamal, and Andre and Canelo, all the same age. At 154, they was all there. When Andre was champion, Canelo ain't want that belt. As soon as Andre didn't have that belt, Canelo wanted that belt. These are facts, not my opinion. That's why I'm saying to the Canelo man fans, y'all got to get out your feelings and get into the facts. Like, if you're going to defend a dude, at least keep it real and say, you know what, I don't think he could beat Charlo. I don't want to see that. Because what I'm saying is, as a boxing fan, I like Wilder, I like Earl, I like Bud, I like Tank Davis, I like Shakur. And you know what? I want to see them all fight each other. I want to see Shakur fight Tank at some point. I want to see Gary Russell fight Devin at some point. I want to see Wilder and Fury, Wilder and Joshua. I want to see my favorite fighters in there with the best fighters. Yeah. But y'all don't even want to see that. So that's because you're not even boxing fans. You man fans. Right. And that's why I'm saying they suffering from the man fanism. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, Akhi, I ain't going to hold up your show all night, my brother.
No, you knocking them out. I appreciate you knocking them out for me, because that's what I've been saying.
It's important to do this. It's important to do this way. We got to make it real clear with facts, not opinions and feelings, because that's what they always coming with. Is this guy was just saying, oh, well, I think Charlo should fight Andre. Of course you think that, because you don't want to actually see the – who would want to pay money to see Canelo fight Rocky Fielding? These niggas are crazy. Who would want to pay money to see Canelo fight Scott Quigley?
Or Jason.
Like, y'all are retarded.
Do you know a guy named Jason? This guy, I don't even know who he is. Like, no disrespect.
I thought he was no disrespect. I thought he was the goaltender for the Rangers, but I guess not. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I'm with you, though. I feel where you're coming from. Like, this is what I always say, because a lot of Canelo fans get butthurt when they hear the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is,
truth hurts.
When the sport of boxing, we in it to see the best versus the best. They keep claiming that Canelo is pound for pound number one, according to them and according to Canelo himself. So if that's the case, he needs to prove that he pound for pound number one by fighting the best. I mean, like I said, we love Canelo. I like his style. I like the way he carry himself. I like the fights. But every time he step up, like you said, it's a close fight. How can you be pound for pound number one? And it's always a close fight. You know, he lost a lot. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. This how hypocritical they are. The same fans was shitting on Floyd after he beat Cotto. They was like, oh, Cotto was washed up. Oh, he beat a washed-up version of Cotto. Cotto never been the same after Margarito. Right. You know, after Margarito got him, Cotto wasn't the same. Right.
The same fan, once Canelo fought the dude, it was like, well, you know, Cotto's back now. This the new Cotto, because he done got rejuvenated now. Like, the same people, that's what I'm saying, the same arguments they make, it don't make sense, because the same guy saying Charlo don't deserve to fight, I'm going to ask you, how does Jason Quigley or Scott Quigley, whatever the fuck his name is, how does he deserve to fight? How did Rocky Fielding deserve to fight?
That's the $1 million question. That's all I'm saying. That's the $1 million question.
Is this what you want to see as a paying customer? When you go to the store to buy a pair of sneakers, are you looking for the worst pair of shit and you going to pay the most money for it? Or are you going in there looking to get top quality for a good deal? Like, what is going on here with the boxing fans? Are you fans of the sport or are you fans of the man? That's what I'm saying. These dudes is man fans. That's what's going on out here.
And that's what it is. Like I said, they keep claiming Canelo is the best. Canelo is this. Canelo is that. But like you said, all the facts that you laid out on the table, right? Everything you stated was pretty much a fact. You know, you did not talk about your emotional feelings or any of that. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you like Canelo as a fighter. But at the end of the day,
the only opinion I gave was that Canelo could fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the only opinion I gave.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But like I said, you don't see these Canelo fans, you know, calling in, trying to debate the facts. They want to talk about their emotional feelings. They want to talk about, they say Akhi hate Hispanic fighters, when that's a complete lie. I just call a spade a spade, and Canelo is not pound for pound number one. If Canelo want to prove that he pound for pound number one, then fight Charlo and Andrade. If you beat them guys, convincingly, comfortably, then I'ma rate you as pound for pound number one. But when you've been ducking these guys for 5 years, bro, I'ma call a spade a spade. And he haven't even negotiated with them. That's the crazy part. He haven't even negotiated with them. They complain about Floyd Mayweather.
He came with the early excuses. He came with the excuses 5 years ago. This dude been bullshit for 5 years, and every time the man fans, they just co-sign what he say. But I'm going to kill their whole argument with their own hero. Right. Oscar himself said, if Canelo want to be great, he going to have to fight the Charlos and the Andrades of the world. Oscar, their hero himself, said that out his own mouth. Exactly. Now, Oscar himself is now, because he know Canelo ain't going to do it, himself is now challenging one of the Charlos. Because this is the type of shit y'all got to do for your hero. Your hero needs a 45 or 48-year-old man to come out of retirement to fight his own fight. Damn. Because he won't do it. Damn. Oscar himself said it. That's so never mind y'all feelings, never mind my feelings, never mind Akhi's feelings. Oscar De La Hoya, the CEO of Golden Boy, said for Canelo to be great, he has to fight Charlo Andrade out his own mouth. Now, y'all come at that with some facts. Now, y'all call in decaf and man fans with some facts to combat what I just said. Akhi, salute to you, my brother. This is Mr. Finesse. I'm going to sign out, and I'm going to keep listening, man. Peace to you, bro.
I appreciate it, Mr. Finesse. Finesse came in with the truth. You done finessed all of the decafs of their brain cells. They got nothing to say now. They don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So, to all the decafs, call in. I know y'all don't got no cojones, but call in. To all my Akhis, we don't debate boxing. We talk boxing because we know the facts. We know the truth. We call a spade at the end of the day. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about it, and if you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't, and listen to these decafs. The dumb, casual ass fans that don't know ish about boxing. Word to Roger Mayweather, may he rest in peace, inshallah. If you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live on Split Decision. It's a boxing debate / talk show, mixed, master engineered, produced by yours truly, Akhi, that knocks out all the decafs for his Akhis. So with that being stated, quit treating me like the Mike Tyson of debating, the most feared, knocking out all the decafs every single time. I want to make a public announcement. For all the trolls, the YouTube trolls that stay mentioning my name in vain, they clout chase off my name. The least you could do is grow the cojones and call in on Split Decision. All you do is talk about Akhi on your channel. So if you happen to be one of them people, quit being a ghost, show up, call in. That's the least you could do. Quit telling lies, telling the people that view your channel y'all down to challenge Akhi, y'all willing to put the blemish on Akhi record, because that's a bunch of cap. Because anybody can get it on Split Decision. It don't matter who you is. You could be a coon, you could be a troll. I will end your coon or trolling career. So call in. Like I said, these YouTube trolls, I will end your career. Just call in. I give people that don't have a platform, people that call from the UK, not just 10-minute slots, not just 20-minute slots, 30-minute slots, if they come in with a real debate. So if you got cojones, call in, because you know I want all the smoke, and just like Loaded Lux, you're going to get this work on Split Decision. And it won't be Split Decision. You won't be saved by the bell. It's going to be a KO. So if you got a cojones, call in, quit lying to y'all decafs, quit trolling. Like I said, I will end y'all trolling career, y'all coons, and anybody can get it. Old media, all the decafs wizards, the decafs themselves, and the trolls on YouTube. So the number in the description box. If you want a one-on-one appointment, just text me. Like Terrence Crawford told Errol Spence, save it.
Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.